Hi guys, it's Belle here, and I really don't have too many plans for what I'm going to be doing in this video, but I decided this year, very late, to take part in ShanoukiArt's full deck challenge. I've never done it before, and to be honest, I just saw her video go up and fully watched it probably 3 days ago, and decided, you know what, why not do it? I'm already doing Marguerite Miller, and I'm doing Jodie Lewis's ABC GLC challenge, and obviously I've got all the other crafting I'm going to be doing during the year, and I'm already doing Junk Journal January. Just throw another challenge at yourself, Belle. Why not? But the reason I wanted to do it was that I have a couple of deck of cards. I actually think I have the same deck that Shanouki's using, because these are Waddingtons from Woolworths, and they are the linen finish. I don't know if that's picking up or not there, but they are old. We do not have a Woolworths anymore in this country. Feeling all the sads about that. So let's get started. There are a few rules, not many. In case you don't know, I'm going to link Shanouki's video down below. I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. I apologize if I'm not. So I'm going to leave that video down below, so go check that out. She did say if you don't want to use cards, you can use something else, index cards, pieces of packaging, cut your own size. I don't have a full deck of these cards, so about 4 of the cards are going to be random things that I have in my stash that are card shaped. So the rules, she said, is she's going to leave part of the number showing. This is her first year doing that. There needs to be something that you use on every single card each week. And also, I think she said you take something from this week and take it over into next week's. And I'm assuming that's not the thing that you used each week. That'll be a different part of the make. So obviously she said you don't have to stick to the rules if you don't want to, but they're the rules that she's kind of put. And I thought, well, let's do that. So I'm going to try and use 2 things. I am definitely, like ShanoukiArt is, I am definitely going to be using postage stamps. I've got a whole collection of them, and I've got some really fun ones, so I'm definitely going to be using postage stamps. But I also have this whole little packet of these random stickers. Now, some of these I really love, like the leaves I'd use, some of the labels I would use, but realistically they're quite shiny, and I don't like using shiny stickers in my journals. So these are things that I use more in Marguerite Miller's or collages, and I have this whole pack of them, so I thought let's try and use those up. Now a lot of them are muted, so that's going to be interesting, because I think each one's going to be a colour. I don't know. I know this one's a colour theme, and I know next week's is supposed to be a colour theme. I'm slightly behind. So this week's is red. So what I did was I did find this sticker in my stash. It says postal. I don't know if I'm going to keep the white or not. I may just cut this down. I may just, do you know what? Let's just do that now. Do I want to? Do I want to keep the white? Do I want to? Don't know. And I have a load of scraps in red. But I think I love this one. This is really cute. Let's use this. I have to decide which side the number's going to be on. I feel like I like this bit of the stamp more than that bit of the stamp. So I think like we're going to do here. And I am going to mark this off so that I can cut it. So yeah, I have no plans of what I'm going to do with this. Like I said, I've only just made the decision. My head's already on several other projects that I'm working on. So obviously the thing I had to do was throw another project at myself. Because that's how I work. But also I like collages. And I like working on small spaces. That's so pretty. So I just want to bring in a few. I love these circles. I may cut these out. Let's cut a few out. Yeah, I just want to have a go at something a bit different. Let's cut around it and see what we think and where we can add it. And I'm not even cutting the full circle out. Look, I may end up doing that, but for now I'm not. For now, I haven't really done a lot of altered cards before. I think they're ATC kind of size. They may be a bit bigger than an ATC. To be honest, I never did ATCs either. However, saying that, I did make pocket letters, which is basically just 9 little ATCs. So, but they were all quite cohesive and they all worked together. So it's a little different, but the same. You're working on the same size. So that's fun. And I am just desperately trying to use up my scraps this year. That's what I am trying to do. So, oh, I have this black one as well. I mean, I know it's red, but red and black are my thing. So, wanna bring in some black. And it has little stars on it. And I just like that. I mean, do I want to keep the whole diamond so that we know it's the 8 of diamonds? What do I want to do? Do I want to keep the diamond? I think I do. I think I do. Yeah, let's keep the 8 of diamonds too. So if I glue this down, I really need to find my glue book. It's being a bit tricky with me and hiding. That's what it's doing. I really liked Shanouki's one that I saw her make. I really like the really creative way she did it. So hopefully as I get more into these and plan a bit better, these will have a bit more interest to them. But for now we are just going with it. Okay, so we're doing that. I also have some washi. I forgot about that. Let me grab that. What do I want on here? Feel like as we're using black, let's use some black soot. Red and black, my favorite colors in the world. I also really like greens and purples, but red and black are my kind of combo. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Because I'm just a little goth girl at heart. Yes, I am. No, we're just going to glue that down. Let me do this again, and then we'll glue this to this. No real idea. We're just gluing and sticking. And you know what? Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you just really need, not mindless, because that's not what it is, but just gentle creativity where it's just a bit easier for your brain that day. And that's what I need. I did not sleep well last night. I'm telling you, I'm just having all these ideas of, well, I need to do this and I need to do that and then I need to do this, all craft related. And I'm just struggling to sleep because I'm like, right, well, we need to do that, but we need to also get this done, and we need to, not we, I need to get this done, and then I'll watch a video and go, oh, do you know what, I really want to do that. Hence me doing this project. And I know I need to start my yearly destash and organisation, but also it's really weird because this is the first day that it's just kind of me in the house during the day, because if you don't know, hello, welcome, but my son was home for from uni for Christmas. It's going to be cut, so do I want the white edge? Maybe we'll trim it a little bit. And so I've had him for, oh my gosh, almost a month. The others live in their own house. So they were home for Christmas, but they only stayed for, well, one of them stayed for over a week and my daughter stayed for a few days. But my other son, he still lives here. So he was home for Christmas break. And we just took him back. And my partner has different shifts. So he has day shifts, evening shifts, or day shifts, long shifts, whatever. So we've got some lines as well. I do love lines. Let's use that. Do I want it kind of... Yeah, let's use it as a banner. So, but he has mainly been on... well, he's been off. Which is why we could take our son home to uni, because my partner's been off. He was off for a few days, but he's gone back, and today is a day shift, so he will be home this evening. But it just feels weird. I'm in the house by myself, well, with my cats. But it's probably been about a month since I've been in the house completely by myself. Which, yeah, do we like that? I'm looking at it now thinking, do I like it or do I like the dots? Am I overthinking it? Probably. That's what I tend to do. I feel like the stripes gives us a different feel, and it's slightly, ever so slightly, glittery. So let's add some of that. Do you know what we'll do? I don't know how well it'll work because of the raised, bumpy, embossed and glitter. Oh, it gives it this like broken line, which is quite fun. So yeah, it's just me today. It's so quiet. I mean, even when my son had his door shut when I was filming, I could still I was aware that he was there. And today it's just me. Yeah, very quiet. I need that edge. I need that wonky edge. We're going to have the stamp brought on. I want to keep some of the brown of the paper packaging that the stamp was from. This is having a postal feel. This is what this has. So I want to keep some of this. So maybe we're going to move that up there a bit more. And then we can have the banner brought in. I feel like I need to cut this a little bit more. So yes, the colour is red, but I saw on her video she used other colours too. So I'm just going to say that we can use other colours even if, you know, the colour is red. We have another one of these that I'm wondering if I want to bring it in down here to tie in that one up there. Maybe we do want that across and like that. Also have a little aeroplane that I'm thinking of adding on here and a few other little bits. I think I like that. I think I do want to keep the white of this. So let's, that kind of goes there. All right, well that's pretty perfect because that kind of lines up with this one. So let's just glue this down. We're doing it now. We're going for it. If we don't like it, it's too late. It's glued. Okay, and I need to cut this kind of in half. I don't want to pull the whole thing off and waste half the sticker. So we've still got that little piece there that will probably get used up in another one. So I want it over a bit more? Probably. Let's try and pull this off here. Oh, that came off nicely. We like that. I like a sticker that comes off nicely. On there, like so. So yeah, it's very quiet. And it's just weird having the house back to myself. I mean, I like it. I'm not one of those people that doesn't like their own company. And I have my cats. I mean, I miss my son. It's lovely when your kids come home. It's like, oh, they're all home. home. I've got a house full again. It's so weird because when they were younger, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so hectic all the time. 3 kids, you know, and all that. And I was working outside the home as well. And it was just, well, you know what it's like if you have kids and everything. There always seems to be a rush and we're always busy and something. And you're always just like, oh, I could just do with 5 minutes to myself. And then they grow up and they're not here as often, or they move out and have their own house, and you're suddenly like, oh, those days when the house was full. I like the house being full. It feels right. Although I don't miss the hecticness. I like the gentle nature that we now have of when everyone comes home and we're just always doing things. And I am very lucky. My kids, none of them live more than an hour away from me. So, and they're usually here. They're usually here at some point. If you're new here, you will see them. You will hear me say, oh, so-and-so came home. So it's not like they're never home. See, I love the little airplane. Do you know what I want, though? I want some stitching on here. So I was going to add some black stitching down there. Could stitch it on the sewing machine, couldn't I? Does that disappear on the card? Well, I like it. And we've got first class mail here, which I think could go there. Up there like that. Across there. I also have parcel post, which I was going to bring in. But if I bring this in, we're not going to see the banner. It's just going to look like that's a piece of paper. But then I do like the parcel post bit too. Maybe if we move that up, we'll see more of the banner. Maybe. Do you know what? I could just draw a line. Let's trim this so that we see it's just the red. Yeah, there's a real postage theme to this bit. So that we have it like that. We could see part of the line of the banner then. We've only got a little bit of that stars showing, but that's okay. I don't mind that either. Oh my gosh, why is this so fiddly? What is wrong with my fingers today? Oh, I like that. So let's glue our airplane down. And then let's glue a little airplane. Take in the post. I feel like this is... The plane looks like it's from the 1920s or 30s. And this, I think, is supposed to be Paris. So I feel like this is, you know, letters going to Paris in the 30s. That's what I'm thinking. Let's put this down. And I want to see that black line from the banner. So I'm just going to add that down there like so. Right. Too far down, too far down. No. There we go. Like so. I do love collage. When it goes right, I love collage. I mean, can collage really go wrong? It's collage, so, you know, but it is quite relaxing. And I do love working on these little spaces. After doing Marguerite Miller on index cards last year, I've realised I really enjoy the challenge of working on a little space that you just use random bits on. I really enjoy it, which is why I wanted to do Jodie's ABC GLC. I will leave her link down below as well. If you haven't seen that, go over and check her out. I'm going to add some stitching here. Okay, so I added my staggered stitch. If you're new here, I really like to use the zigzag stitch, but I like to do 2 of them, and I don't like them being the same size. Interestingly, at the moment, because there was a problem with my sewing machine a few days ago, I had to get rid of my black bobbin and I haven't replaced it yet. So it's brown on this side but black on that. And do you know what? As long as it's black on one side, that's all I care about. I cannot find... Ah, got it. Okay, because I want to add a little bit of hand stitching too. So we're going to add that. And I'm just going to use... Where is my pokey tool? Nope, that is my craft knife. That is not my pokey tool. I want to add a little cross just here. And maybe the hand stitching is something like I could take the red thread over into the next weeks. So from what she was hinting at, next time might be orange, which I at first thought, oh my gosh, that is going to be a ridiculous challenge for me because I do not work with orange. I don't think I have much orange. I don't know what I'm going to do. But then I realized, aha, I love spooky season, Halloween, Gothic, and there is orange. It's muted, but I will have orange. Do I just want the one? Yeah, I'm just going to have the one today. So I'm guessing if she's doing orange, you're going to see a Halloween themed one, which may not be what you were expecting at the start of January, but spooky season's all year for me. I love it. I even have a badge that my friend brought me that said spooky season, Halloween for life, not just for October or something like that. Now, I really like that. I don't know how I'm going to display these. I know she was talking about having hers on a ring and therefore she punched a hole in hers. I don't want to punch a hole in mine because I don't know how I'm going to display them. I may make it into a journal. I may put them in a little display box. I really don't know. So because I don't know, because I've only just thought about doing the challenge, I do not want to... No, leave it, Belle. It's just there's black here and here, but there's not a lot of black. And, oh, do you know what we could do? I do not want to bring in or make any decisions about things like that until I know how I'm actually going to store them. So, you know, that's a thing. And we've got this down here. I'm going to go over it again so that it's really, we have got black in the stitching as well, but I just really want to go over this to define it so that we know that it was at some point a banner. And then I've just done those little marks. Now I'm happy with it. So that is the first week's done. Full deck challenge. I will leave the links, like I said, to ShanoukiArt's video where you can see her first week. I believe this is her third year of doing it, so there are other videos on her channel. And I will leave the link to Jodie Lewis's ABC GLC challenge and also my first video for that challenge down below as well. And I really, really love this piece. It feels like me. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment. It really does help my little channel. And I always love reading your comments. Let me know if you're taking part in this challenge this year. I almost want to put a week 1 on the back. I think I may do that just because then I know that it's week 1. But until next time, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.